The lion-tailed macaque, depicted in stunning detail, embodies the spirit of freedom and resilience. Its piercing gaze inspires you to face challenges with courage, reminding you that adaptability and intelligence are key things to thriving in an ever-changing world. It is a tangible talisman and a reminder to brace your own wild inner spirit. So, should you admire the beauty of this coin from the safety of the internet, or does something in you have a natural calling to purchase this coin for your collection? I personally think this silver bullion coin offers an investment for the future as a connection to a threatened creature and a gateway to a breathtaking and historic island. But that is not for me to decide. It is for me to present you with the evidence so that you might have the best information to decide for yourself as we dive into this fascinating coin from the island of St. Helena. This is not my first coin from this cool island, and therefore I'm not going to dive into the history and culture of the island, but will remind you that this is a place steeped with cool history, like being the place that Napoleon was banished to when he was captured. If you're interested in this island, please watch my previous video, which looks like this. St. Helena is located in the Atlantic. You can see it is a safe distance from any large body of land, and yet on this coin we have a complex animal with many identifiable features, which begs the question, does the macaque live on St. Helena, and if so, how? We just learned in our video over the green monkey of Barbados that slave ships brought that monkey to the Caribbean, so is that how the macaque got to St. Helena? The answer is a resounding no. The answer is that there are no native lion-tailed macaque populations in St. Helena, as these festive animals are actually found in a strip of land in the nation of India. St. Helena has been for some time minting coins highlighting the fauna of India and what it calls the Cash India Wildlife Series. Cash, which we see on the coin, refers to the currency that was used in India when it was under British rule, which is the line that connects St. Helena to India. A word about the macaque is that it is currently endangered as, in its land in India, the tea and coffee trade has segmented a lot of its natural habitat in a way that leads to many issues such as breeding difficulties, but that's a topic for another video. It is beautiful, detailed, and bold, but is it right for you? Let's find out as we place it on our 60-point scale. When we look at the obverse, we are met with one of the best king-centered coins I have seen this far. We have an excellently crafted portrait laid upon an ornate yet refined background. Our eye meets the rim with the standard lettering and touch of sequenced dots to help balance the textures. I find so many obverses of the Commonwealth to be boring and underwhelming, but this coin has elevated the look into a great work, so I scored a 9. When we move to the reverse, we have an extraordinary scene. Right off the bat, I would like to comment on a design element I love, which is when the elements from one side of the coin are echoed on the other. We see that played out here in the rim, font, and background texture. I loved it on the front, and I love it on the back. Reminder that the word cash refers to the currency when the British ran India. When we take our gaze to the focus of our coin, the lion-tailed macaque, we are blessed with a scene of beauty and natural behavior. I love the overall layout and the way the flora and fauna interact with each other. The yawning behavior is really twofold. Yes, the macaque can yawn as humans often do, but more than likely it is done as a communication action. It is often a way to assert hierarchy without direct challenge with violence. I love everything about this scene except one thing. This is called the lion-tailed macaque, and though I must admit it absolutely is a lion-tailed macaque, I feel like there was a missed opportunity to highlight how the animal was named, as it doesn't actually feature the lion tail, which has a little tuft at the end. This being said, I scored a 9. Now we set our gaze to Mintage. This coin is an APMEX exclusive, so if you want one, you have to go through APMEX or hope that you find one on the open market. Number for Mintage is quite low at 7,500, which is a strong factor for collectors, and scores a 9. Our next category to grade is cultural significance. This is a really hard one to grade. As noted earlier, the commonality between St. Helena and India fall on the influence of the past, as India was a British colony. We see the echoes of that in the cash designation. This is a coin and really a series that highlights an endangered species, which is a noble and net good. But is it culturally significant to the island of St. Helena? I would make the argument that it is not, and therefore it must score a 6, because it does connect the history and the agreement to hold diplomatic goodwill in a series like this, but it does not reflect the island, so I do mark it a 6. Now we move to collectability. This is a strong coin for collectability. We have amazing artwork, we have a great species selection. It is both endangered and identifiable to one of the world's most populous nations. It has a very low mintage, and it is a species that I've never seen highlighted, meaning it's not just another elephant or leopard coin, so therefore I scored a 9. The last area is uniqueness. The obverse is usually not unique in a Commonwealth nation's coin, as they always feature a monarch, but this one decided to add some unique ornamentation, which is a huge plus. We also see in the reverse an animal that I've never seen featured in currency, bullion, or really anything other than documentaries narrated by Sir David Attenborough. This is a highly unique coin, and I score it a 10, which brings us to our final thoughts and score. The lion-tailed macaque swings across the line at an elite level. 52 out of 60 is the final score, and has thus placed this endangered species into the upper echelon of government-issued bullion. It is both classy and refined. In my opinion, this is a very strong coin and should be one for collectors, investors, nature lovers, and really anyone who would be willing to pay a premium. I would even go so far to say that this coin has the ability to double its value and be worth around $60 by the year 2027, but time shall see if that holds true. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I remind you to always stay classy and current with the culture of currency.